CJ,
What up?
how you doing, man?
Doing all right. How are you?
Not bad. You keeping busy?
Yeah, yeah, not doing much. I just saw on our Xbox Game Pass they had a new game,
Oh yeah,
Solester, whatever, Crown of the Magister, and it's
I'm
like a
playing that
new.
right now. I
Yeah,
mean, not
that's
right
what
this
I was like.
second,
Okay,
but
right.
uh, but it's the closest game to D&D I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping. Like, kept on thinking I wanted to get the Baldur's Gate, and I never heard anything actually great about it, and it was mostly only PC. So I've been waiting for something to come out that I could play.
I wonder if it's cross-platform.
I don't know.
That'd be cool to play together.
Yeah, I
Um,
just picked for the pre-gen people just because I didn't want to get into the time of making characters
right,
at the
and
moment.
that's
So
that's exactly what I did. I've got a little campaign started right now with the four that they give you at the beginning. So.
yeah, I think I did what cleric, wizard, fighter, rogue.
You know what? That sounds exactly like what I've got. I was like, what makes a well-rounded party?
Right.
But yeah, I play it on PC through Steam. I'll have to research that and see if you can do it cross-platform or not. Because some of those you can.
Yeah. Well, and I could check to see if it my Xbox. Some of those games you can move over to your Windows and play them. Like I think Octopath Traveler RPG type thing,
Uh
where
huh.
I can download it on my computer and play it through there. So
Let's see. Let me
I would
let
think
me
that
just
maybe.
let me just Google this real quick. Solasta Crown of the Magister. Tactical Adventures have announced that Solasta Crown of the Magister is now available on consoles, bringing all the content released thus far to new platforms. Is a beautiful CRPG. Doesn't necessarily have the biggest ambitions or budgets around it, but it is well worth tens of hours you are bound to spend with it. Excuse me. That said, Solasta is only available on Xbox consoles for the time being, both Xbox One and Xbox Series, XS generations. Flip side games immediately on Xbox Pass. Top of that, if you have a PC friend that's been bugging you to try Solasta, you can play together as it comes with full cross-play for all available platforms.
Oh, sweet.
So yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, there might. I think Clint talked about maybe playing this. I don't know if he ever did or not, but yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I'll get on the character creator, make one separately to have, and then see what we want to do.
Yeah, very cool. Very, very, very cool. Let's do it. Well, where the fuck is everybody?
Where's Jared?
Oh, if
Well,
they
well,
thought that we're not because Cade wasn't playing, nobody
well,
said we
I
weren't
thought
playing.
about
So
that. I was like, when I got on it, like I started trying to log on to the server about
Well, he's got the
7:23.
server up.
Yeah, but about 7:23 is the first time I tried to log in, and it said that there wasn't available, and I was like, well, shit, did we cancel because Cade's not going to be here?
Definitely not.
Okay.
There he is.
I'm having some
RSVP the
audio,
DM.
having some audio stuff. I'm going to restart my audio. I'll be right with you.
All
All right.
right.
Well,
Yep.
if most of us are here, I would like to
I'm
talk
here.
about a subject for the retreat, and that is the
bonus
po-
action healing potions.
right
That's
the possibility of streaming.
so broken.
And Jared and I have talked about it, and I've kind of looked at some possibilities. And the only way we could have a similar game that we do right now that streams at Jared's house is if we all brought PCs and played the same way we do, just at Jared's house, and that doesn't sound fun.
Well,
Um,
and could,
I mean,
would his Wi-Fi support it? Is the other.
well, that's
yeah,
that's
this
another.
is our retreat. This isn't for everybody else. This is us
Well,
getting drunk.
so I wanted to ask if you all just think about it and let me know what you think. But I could do like some really quick streams. Just say, introduce everybody. Maybe introduce your characters because we are starting Curse of Strahd, right? And we don't.
No.
We're not.
At the retreat?
Yeah,
I didn't. No, I didn't think we were starting Strahd. I thought we were.
I thought
doing
that's what he
something else.
said.
I thought that's
we
what.
were.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
I thought that.
We'll defer to him. We'll see.
Okay, we
Are
need to
using our
we need
old
to clear that up.
characters Where we can bring back
Well,
Draven and all them.
if we were
Oh no.
starting Strahd at the retreat, then I would hate for people to come in at like session 4, not know the characters, not know any backstories, all
What
that
I
stuff.
remember reading was he said he was either going to do Candlekeep or something else, some Citadel thing, not Sunless Citadel.
Well, he did say that at the beginning, but very recently he said something about that
Oh, I missed
about
that one.
Strahd, and I took it to mean that we were playing Strahd at the retreat, but I might be completely wrong.
Well, let's just wait and see what he says.
I usually am. So how's everybody's weekend been?
Ha!
Oh, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
How come my Hero Forge isn't saved?
I haven't
in my
heard from
phone?
Joe. Is he here?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
He's always so
Sneaky.
quiet. He's like he uses his stealth even when he's not in the game.
he's like a gloom stalker.
Well, we need to know what
Happy
game we're
birthday,
playing so
Joe.
we can do the make our pieces before we come.
Yeah, I guess it's a good
Okay,
idea to
guys,
know
here we
which character we're.
Hey, Jared, what are we playing
know-
for the retreat?
You don't have to know what you're playing. Just make a character you want to play and play it.
Okay, so we're not starting Strahd.
We're not going to start Strahd.
Okay.
I just don't think it's. I just don't think it'll. I would rather just start that off on the stream and like we normally do it because I just think it's going to be too difficult to do.
Okay. So then what I will do, I was telling them that I've been researching maybe trying to stream, and the only way it would really work to have something similar to what we do now would be to have everybody play on their PCs, and I want to roll dice.
Yep, exactly.
The other thing we could do is I could set up a laptop and a camera that would look at that would show everybody, and we could stream some of that way.
I'm going to be naked from the waist down, so I hope.
Well, I was going to be naked from the waist up. So.
I'm a never nude. I'd always be wearing blue jean shorts.
Exactly.
But anyway, I'll figure out something we can do. Since we are gonna, since we're gonna save Strahd for afterwards, I still think it would be nice for people who do watch to be able to meet the players that they've never seen. So I may do some kind of like a little interview session, and kind of introduce everybody. And if you want to talk about your upcoming character, you can. So that's all I'll say.
Perfect. All right. So, any other business to take care of here?
Happy birthday to Joe.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Joe Bob.
I mean, I can start off with the dumbass move I pulled for my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's hear it.
Oh, it's always.
Going down to Alabama. Keep that in mind. I'm going down to Alabama. Yesterday, I'm like, all right, going down to the beach like we always do. Let's go ahead and get my fishing license here, do all this stuff, order it, $30 for a 7-day license, go through my bullshit. Halfway through the day, I'm like, I'll be goddamn. We're not going to the beach like we always do. We're not going to Florida. So if anyone wants to go to Florida for a week with a temporary fishing license, I have one that you can use.
So you got your fishing license for Florida. Well
So
done.
what made you think that you were going to go if you weren't going to go?
Never been to Alabama. We have never vacationed in Alabama. So like the concept of going to the beach and putting that with Alabama just does
Where are
not.
you going in Alabama?
Offshores.
Gulf Shores, yeah.
I've never been there.
It's actually not bad. It's not like a great beach. It's kind of a rocky coast and stuff, but
And where we're staying, I get our backyard's like a lagoon, which is I'm planning on fishing the whole time, and our front yard is the really yard, but our front is the ocean.
That sounds
nice.
good.
Is this a B&B or a
Just a little,
VBRO?
you know, little house rental.
A Verbo.
Verbo?
Verbo.
Actually, I believe it. What's the I can't think of what's called.
Airbnb.
Airbnb. Yeah.
Well, nice. So when are you headed
Well,
down there?
Wednesday.
I wasn't planning to go to Florida, but maybe I will.
Yeah, well, yeah, you got
Well,
an incentive now.
so did you get an Alabama fishing license?
Oh yeah, I had to fix that fuck up today. So
I think you get a free Alabama fishing license with every 12-pack of Bud Light.
I
was
wish
thinking
that was
maybe
the case.
natural
I think
light.
it's a free Alabama license with every Florida license.
It's a twofer.
That's right.
Yeah, at least have to buy 2 packs of Bush.
Yeah, you have to get
All right,
UPC
guys.
codes from the bush light.
We are sorry I was a little late. We were in the midst of an episode of Peaky Blinders, and then I was having some Discord issues with the sound. Music wasn't coming through, so I had to redo all that nonsense.
The old Peaky Blinders.
So we are still in Gromp's inner sanctum. You've got that Yoklol demon who's wanting to get out. Shin has purportedly made a deal with the demon with her. You've got Valor in a gym he's been imprisoned, and you've gathered up the grimoire and all kinds of other stuff, and you were debating on what you needed to do next. And we kind of forgot about it last week in the midst of playing, but John did bring it up in the journal. In addition to all the other stuff you've seen in the room, there is that chest worth, with about 50,000 gold pieces in it.
I was
So
about to ask how much is in there exactly. I mean, I know it.
it's
We
I
should
don't
probably
have time
count
to
it.
count it right now.
you don't have time to count it, but I'm going to put 50,000 worth of gold pieces in your party sheet.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Go ahead and
So,
split that up while you're at it.
Well, I will. I'll role play that out, and I don't know who has read or who has not read the journal, but that is the way I envision it. I
Percentages.
go over and I take an old letter out of my jacket pocket and I kind of read it. I've read it many times before, and I read it one more time, and then I kind of scratch a note on the bottom of it, and I leave that note in place of the treasure chest, and then I put the treasure chest in my bag of holding as we're ready to depart. And
What's a chest with 500
I
gold pieces weigh?
50,000 gold
so
pieces
here's
weighs a
what.
good bit.
Yeah, and that's basically he had it. He wrote it out word for word in the journal, but I will read the letter that he's referring to for anybody that may be watching tonight. The letter said Davra being
From
the leader
episode
of the
41.
Zentarum, the leader of the Zentarum. Wow, almost 100 episodes ago, I guess 80ish, 85ish.
It's a
Something like
monumental
that.
episode.
But upon presentation of this letter with the seal intact, please pay Mr. Size and his acquaintances the agreed upon amount for the completion of their duties. Upon doing so, your debt to me shall be considered paid off in full, and you are released from further obligation. Should this letter be presented to you with the seal broken, it has either been stolen or forged, and no payment is due the bearer, and you remain in my debt and service. Master Stygian of the Shadow Temple. And would you like to read your response?
I have. So I've got that, and I wrote in my own hand beneath that. Dearest Grant, this letter served as receipt of payment for services rendered as agreed upon in the previous contract. Kind regards, Javed Rush, president and founder of the P&A Company.
Now, is that your real name?
That is my real name. That
What
I
is it
have.
again?
Javed
Javed
Rush. Wow.
Javid Rush?
Yeah. I said on the very first episode of this show that Wham Size was an alias that I had assumed in the prison of the Drow, and I changed my name when we went from Gauntlgram back into the Underdark for the second time because I felt like we were in danger. My name was bringing unwanted danger on us because we had had an assassination attempt based on my identity from the Wizards of Thay, as you'll recall. And I have been in communication multiple times over the last 50 episodes or so. We've role played some of them, and in my own imagination and my own communications with Jared on the side. It's understood that Zelron Hornblower, the Harper Wizard in Gauntlgrim, has been doing some research on my behalf with respect to my old business partners and why the Wizards of Thay were after me and what has become of my old partner who I've come to learn, and Jared has shared this with you all if you don't remember, that my old business partner has basically betrayed me. And so that's that part of the story. The other part of the story is in like episode 17 or so, we were in Gracklestew and we met a person named Ilsa who was running a business in the bazaar. And while you guys were buying some things, I kind of chatted up Ilsa and told her that I would be interested in doing some, I'm a smuggler and I'm in the smuggling business. And before we left Gracklestew, she set me up with a contact to meet up with Davra Jarrus, the Zentarum, later on down the road. And that led to the $50,000 contract to deliver a package that she gave me while we were in Gauntlgram, and I was to deliver that package to the Shadow Temple, Master Stygian. When we got there, Master Stygian accepted the package, but would not pay the agreed upon sum of money unless I agreed to ritually murder Master Shin and Seraphi, who were imprisoned there. The entire Shadow Temple had been killed. They were all turned into raids, which we fought many of them. And if I killed them ritually on his behalf, then that would complete some sort of a ritual that we don't know a lot of results about that was going to summon Orcus.
If you remember,
So the
there's the statue of
package
Orcus.
that I delivered, the package that I delivered was an amulet necklace that he got and put on that statue. And to complete the ritual, he needed me to kill that Shin and Seraphi, which I said I wouldn't do. So we ended up fighting him and killing him. I went back to Gauntlgram in a huff about not getting my goddamn money, and kind of find out from Davra
$2
that Grant was in cahoots with Master Stygian, and that he had my goddamn money. And if I wanted to collect it, that was the only place I could get it. So that was the entire reason that I agreed to leave Gauntlgrim and come back down to the Underdark, was that I wanted my goddamn 50,000 gold pieces.
Hell yeah.
And so now I finally have it. The other little piece of information is when I was in Graven Hollow, you remember there were some visions of past, present, and future. And one of the future visions I had was Grump's inner sanctum with the grimoire and the money.
Ah, really?
Playing the long game, boys.
That is the long.
What was that again?
game.
Started in episode 17.
Yep.
And I have been concealing my identity until now, but I want Grump to know that I know that he knows who I am.
You know that I know.
And
cool.
the other thing to bring up is way back when, this was the same time we were going on some other side quests. It was about the same time we were going to Hexholm for Torment, and we were delivering Dawnbringer and getting Demogorgon's demise from the Watch. I forget exactly what they were called, but it was the whoever those guys were. And I was actually had approached Torment. You know, we had left the Underdark, and we were, our characters would imagine that they weren't going back to the Underdark, and they were going to resume their own lives. And I had actually basically reached an agreement with Torment that he was going to be an employee of mine for all practical purposes in my smuggling slash merchandising business. I offered it to Valor. He did not. He was disinclined. He had other business he wanted to take care of, but he said that he would accompany me nonetheless to the Shadow Temple.
I do still need to adjust my withholdings on my W-2.
So I do owe you some money, Torment. I think 10% is probably a reasonable amount for what you're deserving. The other people that maybe would have a claim at some of this money would be Eggrock and McAllister.
Yo, Eggrock.
Eggrock and McAllister, yeah.
Shava was not there. Shen was not there. Seraphi was not there. Valor was not interested in the business. And so that's...
So, okay, never mind.
Pretty cool, man.
So, all the people that helped you get here to get your money get no spoils.
But it was all about the business.
What business have you even done in this amount of time?
The way I see it is that my character all along the way would have been always promoting his business, looking for opportunities. In reality, in the campaign, Jared really only gave me one, but I would always be working the hustle. And this is the only one that we're really playing out. But I mean, in the same way, we didn't roll for who was going to get Demogorgon's demise when we went and collected it. We just let you have it because it was obvious that Jared intended for you to have it. I mean, when we went to Hexholm, we didn't roll for, whether Torment was going to get what we collected at Hexholm. We just let him have it. And this is my Hexholm. I mean, if you want a freaking piece of the money, I'll pay you a percentage. And
I'm just getting a good insight into who Javid Rush is. That's good.
I'm a businessman. I used to deal in tea and other caffeinated beverages, but as of late, I have branched more into
a scoundrel.
Could I use my 10% that you've offered?
Information business.
Could I use my 10% that you offered in stock options?
We can negotiate any of that. If you want to role play it out, we can.
Are you going public,
I'm not going public. And I hate to say, but as you'll recall, the other thing to remember is Jared informed me, the whole first 40 episodes of the show, my intention was to get out of that prison, get out of the Underdark, and get back to the surface so I could resume my businesses. And as soon as I got there, I looked into them, and I actually I bought some sending stones and sent one of them with a courier. I hired somebody to courier a sending stone to Neverwinter from Gauntlgrim, and I was going to communicate with my business associate. And the Jared informed me that the sending stone came back and that my businesses were gone. There was no trace of my business.
There was nothing there. Just wiped out.
It was like nothing had ever happened. It was completely gone. Nobody knew where my partner was. He was gone. And so I gave the sending stone instead.
Was this your life partner?
I said it was like the warehouse in 9 to 5 before Mr. Hart got free from the garage door opener thing.
It was like Jared never wrote that part of the module, is what it was like. So anyway, so I took those
No,
sending
I've had
stones.
this. No, I knew exactly what I was doing.
Yeah, I know. And I know. And so I had these sending stones now, and so I kept one of them, of course, for myself, and I gave the other one to Zelron Hornblower, and that's what we've been using to communicate with him on the surface since we came back to the Underdark. And that's my story arc.
Now, were those the black sending stones with the white stripes, or the white sending stones with the black stripes?
These are the black ones with the
That's
white
so
stripes. The
hard
white
to
ones
keep
with the
up
black
with.
stripes are the ones that were used to talk to
Dude in the tower.
Vizaran.
Visitor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always I got to be careful whenever I go to make a call though, because I got the white ones with the black stripes and the black ones with the white stripes.
That made me laugh out loud when I read that in the journal. Out loud. I cracked up.
It's tricky.
Funny stuff.
All right, so I'll let you
What's
guys.
your name again? Sorry.
Javid Rush.
Javid Rush. Okay, Javid.
I'll let you guys work out gold and all that stuff.
Are you telling us all this right now as characters? I know you're telling us.
No, I don't think I am. I think I would
Okay,
just.
so we're going to call you Wham then.
I'm writing that note on that letter,
Okay.
and I'm leaving it there. If anybody wants to go there and pick it up, I guess they can. But I'm not drawing attention to it. I'm literally taking this letter out. I'm reading it one last time. I'm writing my note on it, and I'm leaving that fucking note in the place of his treasure. So when he gets there and his treasure is gone, he's gonna read on that other letter from Master Stygian, and then below that, I'm gonna say, Gromp, this serves as a receipt for payment for services rendered, and then I sign my real name, Javid Rush, and it's just kind of a fuck you.
Perception check.
Insight
Real
check?
quick.
Or perception. Yep.
I want to see if I notice the note.
Okay. Go ahead, Steven.
Just real quick. Give it up for the DM, Mr. DM, for
Yeah.
taking my story arc and blending it into Wham's story arc
Yeah.
and making it seamless with the whole Stygian thing. And that was one of my favorite. Of course, it was one of mine because it was with Shin, but one of my favorite encounters we ever had against Stygian. And I just thought that was pretty cool how he just seamlessly melded those two together, and nobody even really knew it except for me and Wham. But it's just so cool how you did it, man. So here you go.
Well, thank you.
Very good job. I'd like to give Jared a bottle.
Give him a hand.
Bottle cap.
Bottle cap.
Woohoo! Bottle cap. That was
All
good.
right. Wham, do you want to do any? Are you like trying to hide it when you put it, or
Nope.
you're just tossing it out there?
I'm just I've collected already the grimoire. I collected those arcane treasures that you described. I kind of envision that I'm doing this while Shin is over there negotiating with the priestess
Yeah.
Drow about
Shin
getting
100%.
Valor out, and then she
Yep.
kind of she fucking loses her mind and turns into a yokel for everybody to see.
Yeah. All Shin cares about right now is freeing Valor. He's his bud, and so he's not even paying attention to anything. He's just
All right, Torment,
Yeah.
give me your perception check. Oh, by the way, tonight Jared is drinking 4 roses small batch.
In the
There
tower.
you go. You're drinking 4 roses in the tower? What?
Do you want that roll in the tower or in the open?
Yeah, do it in the tower.
What the? Hold on. Why would it roll? Oh. It keeps adding another die. Do I have?
I'm not.
I don't
it's not
see any
coming
dice
thut
at all. Nothing's
Oh,
coming
there we
through.
go. Yeah.
No, when I
got
pick
one.
up one, it's adding another one. Maybe I've got advantage on perception checks or something.
No, that's not giving advantage. It just did 2 dice.
That's weird. Just weird. Well, here I'll just. I don't have any
That is scary.
bonuses, so
No
Can we roll
bonuses
it
on
for you?
perception.
there's that. There it is.
I mean, I would even argue that your
Okay.
passive perception is probably good enough. I'm not hiding it. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
not being.
yeah, you definitely see it. You just see the note, plop out. He just plops it down on the table, and he goes about. I assume picking up the last bits of coins and dropping them in that bag of holding, and it's there on the table. You do see it.
I walk over and take a look,
Okay.
just curious.
All right.
And
So when
I
you
see
go
it.
over there and take a look. I say it's been a long road for us, Torment, and I kind of just recount, what it took to get here. Torment would already be familiar with this. He wouldn't need me to tell him.
Right.
And I'll give him.
Well, I just
I'll give
say
him
go-
5,000 gold pieces out of the kitty, but 10% is what he's in for
Well-
as my employee on this project.
as you set it on the table and I hear your words, I look at the gold, I look back up at you, and I take the gold and I push it back across the table. And I say, this joining was never about the gold for me. It was about getting out of the Underdark and trying to forget.
It was about your beautiful eyes.
So
It's all about wow, 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 wow.
I still plan
Start
on
making out.
I still plan on us joining forces once we're out. So just keep it all together and put it towards the business. This is
All
my
right.
contribution to the business.
You don't have to twist my arm to do that. I thought you were going to pull a Marion on me and say, I'm your goddamn partner.
I'm your goddamn partner.
This
You've
is
been drinking, Marion.
this
We
is-
just saw you drink.
this 5,000 gold pieces is my buy-in,
Okay.
and then I do look at the
appreciate it,
letter.
and I'll
I-
put the money back in the back with the other money and put it in the thing. And
I notice about
someday at the end of all this adventure, my intention is to go back to Gauntlgrim and set up shop and do some reinvention. I don't know if it's going to be. I've moved up a lot in the world since episode 1 of this. I'm not sure if I'm going to want to be, merchanting and smuggling
Go job.
tea anymore. But I definitely have some ambitious ideas about
I mean, you have
how
an
to
organization,
run my
with
enterprises in
Stone
the
and
future.
everything.
What's that?
You have
the BFLS.
the BF.
Oh,
LS.
the
Bling
Blingstone
Stone.
factions.
Yeah, you've got a.
You got a
Organization
great event
plan.
planning business.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm holding out. I'm hoping to getting a speaking engagement at the BFLS at the next year. I'm hoping that they remember me, and I'm going to get to come back and be. I mean, I'd really like. I wasn't going to bring this up yet. I didn't want to put any pressure on you, but I'd like to be the keynote speaker at the BFLS if I can.
Noted, and we'll see what we can make happen.
Back in Blingdenstone.
But I do read the
Back
note.
in the
I do notice the
Blingstone.
name. I've never heard that name before, but I take it in its context and I just pack it away.
I give him a little wink when he recognizes the name because he would not have known that name before.
I wink back, kind of,
God,
And
this
then
is
they make
getting
out.
sexual.
and then I say this corner over there is kind of dark.
This is getting
Yeah.
We can pop in the hole real quick.
Waka paka pow wow.
Didn't know what we're gonna do with this portable hole till now, but here we go.
Don't
Secret-
put a
secret-
black light in there.
That's
secret
right.
Smash hut.
All right,
Secret
so
smash hut.
you guys are here. You are in the inner sanctum, and Valor is in a gym, and you got to get out.
So what we need to do is, I'm sure we've got some people in our party who can cast Dispel Magic, and that's going to get
We can get him
Valor
out
out, we
now.
believe.
We can get him
But
out
I don't know that if you do that, then you're going to either have to tell the yokel to fuck off, or you're going to have to release her.
Well, I mean, here's I got something.
has
I have
Dispel
a
Magic?
contingency. I have a contingency for
Well-
that. So
You guys know that if you free me in here, I'm going to want to kill the demon, the handmaiden of Lul, probably too.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I do
I
have
can-
a contingency plan for this. So.
Okay.
I can
Well, what
cast
would you like
Dispel
to do?
Magic, but I do need a
You're
short
the
rest.
I would just like to say, point of order. You're the only one, Stephen. Shen is the only one who knows that Dispel Magic is the answer. Because she you were telepathing with her.
Yes.
No one else would know. So the ball is in your court.
Yeah, but here's the thing we were talking about too. Do we want to do this here, or do we need to hightail it out of here because we're talking about the guards are only going to be open for X amount of time. So I just don't know if now's the time to do that or if it's.
I mean, we've probably only honestly been here like 20 minutes max, honestly.
Yeah. I think that's right.
Well, Master Shen will emit The what's it called? Yoklol?
Yeah,
Yoklo.
Yoklo.
The Yoklol has informed me that dispel magic can free our brother Valor, and only dispel magic. So he
Alright.
says that, and then he holds
I
the
do not
gem
have
out.
that.
So Torment starts a short rest.
Well, Zilchin's got one, I think.
Zilchin has dispel magic, but I think Cade said he didn't have it prepared, so he would have to.
Okay, well then we
How
just
about
leave it.
Elstal?
I don't. Let me look. I don't think Alstel has it.
So if Zilchin doesn't have it prepared, we can't do it anyway. So we have to leave.
Alstel does not have it.
Okay, well then we can't do it.
Shin looks at the
I don't,
Yoklol.
didn't
Shit, I
didn't
would
Cade
if I
say that
put
the other
them
night?
inside, but I can't. No,
I
I don't
don't
know
know.
that he said that, but
I thought he
What?
said he was going to have a rest before he could cast. He had it, but he was going to have a rest before he could cast it.
I don't remember
But
that.
he had it in
I
the
don't
spell
remember
book,
it
but he
either.
doesn't have it. He didn't have it prepared.
I believe
Torment
you,
doesn't
don't
have it, huh?
remember.
I have it, but I have no spell slots, so.
Gotcha. And I don't
I
have
have-
it.
I still have catnap. We could short rest here for 1 hour, and I could get it back to you.
You could short rest. We could short rest in 10 minutes, right?
I mean, 10 minutes. Yeah, me and Torment could short rest 10 minutes. And
you can
Daiki
do
get
that?
in
You
here
can
too.
cast that on another person?
Yeah, I can cast it on 3 people,
Okay.
myself included. All right, so let's go over here. Oh, I'm out of 3rd level slots. I can't do it.
Cock tease.
I'm out of it. Sorry.
Wow, I think we have to leave then.
Yeah, we have to. We can still take a shorty, and I'll get some slot. I could get some slots back with my blood.
well, like you guys had said, you don't know how long we have in here. We probably want to get in and get out as quick as possible.
Yeah, I don't
just
know how
have
long
any good
those guards are
slots.
going to be looking the other way. Jar
'Cause
Jar
I
likes to
cast.
set this up.
Let's see. I cast slow and blink. I think I cast blink twice. So yeah, I'm out.
Well, if we gotta go, we
And
gotta
the other
go.
thing is, we don't know what Jared. I mean, let's just metagame a little bit. We don't know how easy we're going to get out of this freaking tower. We got in real easy. We may not get out that easy.
God, I forgot I even had a staff of striking. It's been so long since this motherfucker had any charges.
All right. So you look around the room and you don't see any way out other than that black void like you saw in the outer sanctum
Yeah, great.
in that doorway.
Well, I think that's the only way out.
Okay. So you all step through that. As you start lining up to go out that exit, the demon the yokel starts yelling and screaming, and Loth will suck your blood and drain you dry, and just giving you all kinds of every curse you can come up with. Do you all step through the void?
I
Do we
guess
know
we
that
do.
we're going to be able to get
I
back
think we
out
do.
the other side?
You don't.
Well, should we, before we leave, check for hidden rooms, secret doors,
Good call.
just to be sure that that's the only way out?
Let's try.
All right.
Give me investigation checks.
Oh, investigation. Sorry, I gave you perception. Let me give you
Perception's fine.
Shit, shit.
EB just
Oh!
room with
Natty 20 on the investigation.
his new fancy eye. Torment, you are all over it.
He's
Wham
not
is
tuned to that
Wham's,
eye yet.
Wham's like counting money. He's not really paying that much attention.
Yeah.
But you don't
I'm
see
a
any
little
trap
distracted.
doors, any secret doors, nothing.
I am 100% positive that's the only way out.
All right, Shin will go through.
Okay, so Shin, you just
Did you
like
have to cast
when you went
What's
through
that?
on the other side,
What'd you say?
you are
I was going to say, how did we get out of it last time? Somebody had to cast a level 5 spell?
Yes,
Okay. I don't know if anybody's got those anymore either, except for me.
I did.
Do you?
Actually, I do have
So-
one because I have my what you call my 6 and 7 level spells for my Mystic Arcanum.
so Shin, you are in this small little,
Box.
very dim, almost dark box.
I'm with you, buddy.
Yep.
Hey,
Baylor's with you.
hey, Baylor.
You hear me flick, like, still kind of pushing the ball around in your pocket.
Just jiggling around in your
you're
pocket.
you're like a little hamster running around on the floor in there.
Mhm.
Smacking against his nuts.
Who else is
I'll go
going
as
through?
well.
All
I'm
right.
going to.
So you go through.
I start out the door, but I divert to the yokel, and I walk up right to the edge of the mark on the floor, and I say, "Hey, give this to Loth for me." And he drops 2 fingers right in her face, and then walks out.
All right. Okay.
So when I
Constable
go through,
goes.
I'm in that little compartment again.
Yep.
Okay.
You've been compartmentalized.
See me now.
Daiki.
Did we lose James?
Daiki, we're just stepping through, right?
Stepping through the. It's down. Yeah, it's down to the south.
Oh, okay. There we go.
But EB and that Daiki are up to something. I don't know. He just EB. I guess maybe he's up to something. He's just circling that chick.
EB
Nike
is
only
just
has her 17 hit points. He's not
Just-
sticking around.
walking around it.
We could have healed you up a little bit while we were talking there, James, if you were up for it.
And he's just looking this thing over real good. He sees everybody else going through, and they're not paying attention to him one bit.
Wham! Cast your spell. Leave him in there right now. Quick.
Boy, and don't think Wham wouldn't be tempted.
She's looking at you. She's looking at you like Darth Maul when he's behind that force shield door.
Oh, that's cool.
You're eyeballing her with your new eyeball.
He's got to get attuned to it first.
His mad eye
So
moody.
She's not trying to plead or anything.
Nope. She's just looking at you with hatred.
It's a tense moment.
All right. He is going to walk up to the thing here. Turn around. Let loose bolt. Just to scratch the floor and jump through.
Oh, you're gonna let her scratch the floor? So you're shooting at the
Then he's
markings
going to
on the
get,
floor?
as soon as he gets in that thing, he just says, cast it now.
All right. So give me a roll. Do an attack roll.
Wait a minute.
None of us know this because we're all out of the room.
We don't know.
God.
So he just
What?
screams, cast it now.
It's gonna come right through this thing.
Oh no, we're going to get out of there beforehand.
From your mouth to
Well,
God's ear.
each person's in their own individual little cell. So
Oh, we are?
yeah.
So too late.
Oh, I thought
Hands
we were
off the
all
hands off the.
Roll,
Oh,
roll,
never
roll,
mind.
roll your attack
Yep,
roll.
you do it. Let's just do it.
I didn't know
Lay
we were
it
all in
out.
individual. I thought we were all in that one little cell.
Roll your attack roll.
Oh,
Why
God.
would you freeze anyway? I mean,
Well,
It's
it's
EB.
EB.
Come on,
It's
you
Black
do.
Aaron's
yeah,
gonna
but-
Black Aaron.
This is completely in character.
I mean, you
This is
thought to
Black
do something
Aaron.
just
staying around to kill it would be in character. Just freeing it for
Ridiculous.
shits and giggles. That's
Oh, so it hits like right in the floor, and it just crushes this little brick that it's in. That dust and paint or whatever it is, salt, just splatters everywhere, and she just cackles with delight. And you step through, and you don't know what she does.
EB's going to EB, guys. Sorry.
roll for initiative.
doesn't even make sense.
EB's gonna be E.
All right. I will assume that based on my previous experience here that I cast a 5th level spell or higher, so I will do so. I will cast animate objects again.
Okay.
On a handful of coins.
All right, mark that
What are you
spell
making
slot
him
up.
do?
The coin
The
dance.
dancing,
Done.
and everybody materializes on the
And so does the Yoklo.
other side. All right. Do you say anything now, EB? That you're all together.
He just, you see him just start scurrying.
What are we calling this room, Jared? It's not the inner sanctum. What is it?
This is the outer sanctum.
Outer
Oucher.
sanctum.
Why are you running?
Oh, no. He just, everybody's just kind of, I assume, just looking around like, oh, we've made it. And he just kind of just takes off, just doing his, like, don't even stop to do anything, just takes off walking.
So our plan is basically just to try to get out of the Sorcier Tower without any confrontation, right? Like we got in.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
And then we can free
I
Valor.
say, I say we try to do that, and then Jared, you'll have to remind us: is Jarlaxle out there waiting for us, or we have to make our way back our own way, or how does that work?
All you knew is that Jarlaxle basically told you good luck and be snappy about it.
Good luck
Did you
and
guys
goodbye.
steal all the books in here?
Yep.
Yep.
Do we steal all the
Yeah,
books?
they're in the. I put them in the bag of holding.
And the
It's all in the
desk was
parts.
still something snapped in.
Now,
I think,
the
I guess.
one desk, yeah, it clicked, and then whenever you got it open, it was gone. There was nothing in there.
Yeah.
Let's haul ass.
No, I say we haul
Okay.
ass. Try to get out of
So
this tower
you
without
open
trouble.
up the door to the outer back out into the hallway, and it's still pretty quiet. Don't see anything. The way appears to be clear.
Well, Aaron Black is our leader. He's going to lead us out of here.
Okay.
Sweet.
He's our scout.
Aaron just hears Wham say that he's the leader, and you see he just pushes that chest
Glee.
out a little bit.
How's your finger feeling, Aaron?
Never phased him. You,
We
you
did
see
pick up that ring of protection, by the way, just before.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. That's fair. Yeah. You wouldn't leave that.
Anybody want
All right.
it? All right.
I pick up the finger.
If any of you can see it, like the finger, like even just in the time it's been, you see like this spores, like it's just slowly, like you just kind of see it.
It's like a mold covered cheese.
Like a
Mm.
time lapse thing. Like
I wrap it in a cheesecloth and I put it in my pack.
You just see it slowly starting to get a little, like come back.
Because we're spore buddies, so I'm trying to.
Ooh, if you plant it in the ground, I wonder if it would grow another EB.
A new Aaron Black, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah, like a cool one.
I'm going to spray some more down.
A non-confrontational AB.
And when EB gets up there, he's going to get out ahead and go ahead and do his ship stealth check.
Okay.
Oh shit, man! I could have cast catnap. I could.
That is sleight of hand. Never mind, I grabbed the wrong one.
You could have cast Catnap. That would have been nice.
Well, I could have. I mean, I look back and now I can. I could have used my flexible casting and used 4 sorcery points to get back 1/3 level slot.
So got a 34 on that stealth check, and you guys make your way down again. Just kind of like you saw last time. The few people that see you, they pretend not to notice you. Then you make your way back out, and out of Sorcier, and you don't see Jarlaxle. So, and as you start making your way down the steps, he basically just appears out of the shadows, like he wasn't even there, and then all of a sudden he was.
Jealous.
I assume you were successful.
But of course, successful in many endeavors.
Very well. Let us go quickly. And he leads you back through Menzo Baranzan, back to House Dordan in the hideout of Bragendirth.
This shit's getting real.
And as you come in, you come into the big parlor where the bar is, and he goes over to the bar and takes out bottles and said, let us celebrate the accomplishment and discuss what comes next. And pours everybody drinks, and he's giving
he's
you
pouring us
cheers.
drinks now. I like that.
Oh yeah, he's happy about this. And
What's he pouring us?
he is pouring you some. You see some Waterdavian whiskey,
Some St.
and some
Elmo's bourbon.
Baldur's Gate grog, and he's got this cherry flavored whiskey that's just disgusting and awful that nobody in their right mind would drink.
Sounds like cough syrup.
It is. It's delicious.
It's St. Willow Wisp rot gut.
Fireball.
Mm. And
Mad
some-
Dog. You got any Mad Dog 2020?
Some of that top shelf Fireball.
I'm gonna ask him when I deem the opportunity arises, I'm going to address Jarlaxle and ask where he thinks would be the best place to perform this ritual now that we have the grimoire.
And he sits down, and he kind of flounces down, and he's just overly flamboyant in every motion and move that he makes. And he says, "Well, honestly, I care little where you perform this ritual, as long as it is not in Minzo Baronzon. But if you want it to be, well, somewhat devious, perhaps you could place the grimoire near Vizirin. He wishes to wreak havoc on the city. Why not wreak havoc on him?" And Alstel kind of looks a little shocked by that and a little taken aback.
Did he say
So
anything?
that's
or
what
what's
I
he
would do. No, he doesn't say anything. He just is kind of like, almost like got a little bit shocked, and almost like that never occurred, that a thought like that never occurred to him.
He already thinks we might, he's on our side for not doing it here and betraying his master, but he wasn't really wanting to, completely betray. The guy's been good to
I
him,
don't
I
know.
suppose. Yeah. Never mind, I shouldn't be talking.
Yeah, you still got Baylor's still in the deal. So what you guys want to do? Something? Do you want to do a short rest and get him out, or you just want to keep on celebrating with
I don't think a
Jarlaxle?
short rest will do it.
Let's keep
Yeah,
partying.
well, Torment.
will?
Yeah.
Short rest will give Torment his spells back.
Okay. All right, let's do a short rest.
Okay, so
Well, I mean, the
you-
hour of eating and drinking and talking will be a short rest. So, I mean,
Yeah.
if you
I
guys
agree.
want to continue talking.
It's been so nice without that buzzkill Valor. Which he can't hear me say because he's in a gym. So
Yeah, but Shen could telepathically.
you could.
nope. I don't think you've been able to talk to him. You just saw him,
Yeah.
but you can't communicate.
Are we shorty? Or
All right, I
not?
gotta see what.
Well, just
All
ask Jarlaxle if he can do it. If there's somebody available to do it.
I still want to take a short rest though, so I can get some shit back.
All right, short rest. I'll do that.
Good.
You
I
need
got
what?
awe.
Dispel magic. Well, that shouldn't be so difficult. And he yells down the hallway in Drow. And a few minutes later, a wizard-looking fella comes in. All right, so I need to see what this is. Each spell 4th level higher. It's going to be okay. So, this wizard say, please, place the gem on the floor.
All right, Master Shen will. The shadow hand will come over and pick it up, put it on the floor.
Okay, so this is a 3rd level Dispel Magic versus a 9th level Imprisonment spell.
Well, I can cast mine is always at 5th level, so.
Okay, well, he's gonna
Let him try it. If he fails,
try it here.
Before we did the shorty, I used the rest of my mana magic to get a 3rd level slot back, and now I still have, after the short rest, after my blood gem, I now have 5 meta magic slots left. So.
Okay.
Right.
So this wizard casts the spell on the gem, and the gem glows for about a second, and the spell fizzles out. As he rolled a 6.
I mean, what's his fucking face? Zilchin might be the best option because he's probably got the highest level spell slot to use after his long rest.
I'm going to ask Jarlaxle, do you have anyone in your employ in Brigand Darth that could do me a small favor and return this gem back to Valor's home? I'm sure his parents would love to recollect.
Can I cast?
Torment, do you want to try it?
I want to cast a illusion inside the gem to make it look like it's snowing.
You can cast it around the gem, but you cannot go inside the gem.
I can definitely cast this. Let's see. Use a spell 4 slot or higher. So it's a 9th level spell, so I can't automatically dispel it, but
cannot. So you're casting at 5th level, so it'll be.
I thought you said 6th or 7th.
No, all my 5th
Spell
level
slot's
spell
fifth.
is where I cap out, except for my Mystic Arcanum.
Oh, it's not a okay, gotcha.
So you need a 14.
Does anybody have anything they can bump him up with? I don't think
Bardic Inspiration.
I don't think Bardic Inspiration works on that. I'm going to double check. If it does, I will certainly give it to you.
I don't think it does, but if it's worth checking.
Ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Yep.
All right, so here it goes.
$15. Got it.
Wait.
No, that's not a roll.
That's not a roll. Hold on.
No,
It didn't roll. That's
Never
no,
mind.
so just roll a d20 and add your charisma, your spellcasting modifier to it.
natty 20.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Like a
Nails.
hero.
So
2 in a
as
row.
You cast the spell on it, and the gem just it starts cracking along every facet, and it just and there's Valor standing full size in front of you again. But you look
So-
at him real close, and it looks like maybe he's about an inch shorter than he was.
He's a female with a
Thank
tail.
you, Torment. That was close to torture.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Vela.
Now, about that 50... No, I'm joking. I'm completely joking.
All right, so
Thank God you didn't release that Yalchal.
You're right. It's a good thing we didn't.
Good thing.
Only a fool would have released that Yoshel after all we've been through.
Good thing.
Good thing we don't have a party full of idiots.
Sooner, I would have liked to smite it, but say lovey.
Great.
Hey,
I'm glad we didn't.
all right, so Jarlaxle has basically given you. He shoos away the wizard that failed, and says, "I think you need to get back to your studies. That was pitiful." And shoos him away. He goes on, and yeah. So he's told you he would do it. He says he would do it there in the cavern where Vizirin's tavern is.
We can contact Gonalgrim and see what they think, if they've come up with any ideas on where to do it.
Master Shin
Yeah.
will talk to Jarlaxle and say, "Do you just say this out of spite?" or is there another reason
I
why?
say it because I find it amusing.
Good enough for me. Viserion, it is.
He
kidding.
wishes to lay waste to the city. Well, this will teach him not to fuck with us.
Why does he keep doing it? Sorry.
He did help us come up with the way to get rid of to summon the demons.
Offense, but if he was this smart that knew how to do every single bit of this, how is he? We not going to know. Like he's not going to be a way to dispel all this too, and really
Wasn't
get
that
pissed
saying
at
like?
us.
I mean, how would Viserion not be able to?
Yeah, I mean he gave us everything. He knows everything there is about this to be able to
Well,
do
and we
it.
still have to be able to tell him, that we have it in place, or we have the Grimoire, because he's got to give us one more thing, doesn't he?
Yeah. I
Also
still
gotta
don't trust
take in the-
Viserion either.
No,
I mean,
we
I don't
have
trust
it.
any
No,
of them.
no. So I'll remind you. So basically, what the plan was that you would place the Dark Heart, which you've got because he gave you the
Right.
Dark Heart. You would place the Dark Heart in Menzo Baranzan, and then Alstel would go back with the
with the
Grimoire,
Grimoire. Yeah.
where you all would wait to deal with the demons to make sure that none of them escaped, and then you would, and then they would. That's when they would do the ritual from the tower. So they can do the ritual anywhere, and then the demons will be drawn to where the Dark Heart is.
Yeah. All right. Blingden Stone, anyone? No, I'm joking.
I don't know
Yeah.
where to do it, dude.
I
don't.
suppose you could also do Gracklestug. I heard that it's been quite desolate since I guess their dragon got loose and laid waste to most of the city.
Oh, that is true. We did.
Yeah,
bring that
Rick,
down
But,
again.
Remind me
course,
what our conversation was with Zelron. He's intending to send us some assistance to
So
fight this
yeah,
battle. with us?
he wants to know where the thing is going to happen, and he doesn't care. He was fine.
How
with
much
doing it
warning
in
does he need
Baranzan.
to get these people there? We have an idea because it took us a long time to get him.
He didn't say.
Okay.
You would expect that
Fancy, man.
it's going to take Alstel. It's going to take him a little bit to get to where he can teleport. You would assume.
It took 2 days.
Yep. Now maybe
Okay. Well,
maybe Jarlaxle could assist with that and make that quicker. Maybe he's got teleportation.
Do we want to talk over the night? Like, I'll talk telepathically to everyone, except for Austel, and say, I believe we have a good read on him, and that he was willing to not do it here because of the destruction that it would do. But if we don't want to tell Austel exactly where we're doing it, so when he goes back to lie to Viserion about where we put it to make sure that it's in place.
he won't be lying because he won't know.
Right. Exactly. And I mean, we might even want to tell Austin, we're not going to tell you where we're going to do it, just so in case he tries to read your mind or something, you can't tell him where we put it. Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's a sensible idea.
Smart.
But I mean, do any of us really feel like? I know we don't really trust Vizier, but at the same time,
I don't.
we've trusted him this far, and it is kind of.
Well, we trusted him
I don't
because
think any of us are.
Go ahead. Sorry.
He's kept the deal with us that he presented, and all the information given us has been accurate. So I don't think we would really be wanting to drop this on his doorstep and fuck him over just to
Yeah.
make.
Here's my problem. I don't trust anybody right now, and I don't know who to
Right.
trust, and I don't know which is the best option. I just don't feel like we have come across anything that has, given us a clue to which would be the correct option. I think right now it's just almost like, a shot in the dark, to either drop it on Menzo or drop it on Viserion or drop it somewhere else. And I don't know. I'm just terrified.
He says you can always trust him.
I mean, I think it'll always come down to a vote between us. It's because Valor won't want to drop it on a city populated. It's genocide whether they believe in what they believe. So my probably vote would be mostly in an open space to where an army that's going to come, we can plan a pincer or to surround or whatever we're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In some place wide open. So,
you've got Sloop de Loop, which was completely wiped out and destroyed by Demogorgon the first time.
Mm-hmm.
You've got
the purple worm
Crackle
lair.
Stug, which was destroyed. You've got the purple worm lair. That's a big space, and it's definitely gonna. That's not easy to get in and out of for those demons. I wouldn't think. There's
and
tight
purple worms
quarters.
might attack them too.
Purple worms could come in from that. That would be interesting. I hadn't even given that much thought, but I like it.
That was the first place I thought of.
I mean, I just think in general, generals don't usually plan battles in cities. They usually plan them on battlefields, and they try to arrange things so that they can pick the battlefield that they want based on the terrain and all
And
those things.
Yeah, and we can't ask one of them because all of them would say attack the other one. Like I think Gonogrim even they have a drow friend, but they might not care about dropping it in Menzo. Menzo wants to drop it on any other city. I think Viserion is helping us summon them, so he hadn't lied so far but his reason was different than ours. We just want to get rid of them. He wants to use them. So.
The largest place that you have been probably in terms of just the biggest open cavern would have been Aramikos.
Yeah,
that's the largest space, but
it's populated.
Then you're putting all the Myconids at risk, and you're going to have to fight EB to get that done. So,
what about those tunnels?
Let's do that then, because I want to kill EB. ASAP.
Put it in the middle of those two tunnels. When we were doing through the tunnels with all the people going crazy and stuff, you do it in there and just have two ends, an army on each side.
I don't know that even those would be big enough for. And that's part of it. Alsta would say, it would tell you if you talk about doing it in any kind of space where there's not enough room for all the demons that it's going to summon, then they're just going to get shunted off somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Menzo? Shin will look to Alsta and say, answer me honestly, brother. Is Menzo the only place that can house all these demons?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
I think a purple worm throws a nice twist into it to where they'll be attacked by those too. I mean, we'll have to look out.
Though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to fuck with
or there may not be any more purple worms left. You don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say
we were pretty rough on
3 of them. I think.
Yeah.
You're right.
So,
I think the purple worm cave is a pretty. That was the first thing that came to my mind, so I don't know.
But I mean, like you said, it's secluded enough. It's big enough.
It's humongous, man.
And we traveled through the Underdark, so I mean, we've probably even seen big areas that we haven't, stopped at. We see in our travels.
Yeah,
we might have seen open dead space.
Yeah, but I think we just for gameplay purposes, we have to pick a spot.
For my sake.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
For the DM.
Well, that's why I was thinking it would make sense from your sake for you just to give us 3 maps and say which map do you want to fight it on, and that's what you pick.
Let's just go the purple worm. I think that's
the next 100 episodes is us just touring the Underdark to try to figure out where we want
to find a space.
I really don't think Jerry cares as long as we just decide.
Pick your last battle.
Now, I guess, we'll have to figure out whether we
want destructor.
Yeah, we'll have to pick the spot and then make our way there and then figure out how the other people are going to get there. And we can tell Jarlaxle in case he wants to add any aid.
So what are you going to tell Jarlaxle?
We're going to tell Jarlaxle that we're going to...
Hang on just a sec. Hang on. Sorry, Sophia's calling. She never calls me.
That's sad.
Hello? What do you guys think?
I mean, I don't see any advantage in taking it into any city, whether it's been damaged in the past or not. I mean, why do we want to fight in a city?
Right. I think Purple Worm Cave is probably the best option.
Either a purple worm cave or just, any big empty map. Like we fought those gnolls in a big empty
Yeah. Urban
space.
warfare
Right.
is a terrible idea.
I would prefer
Yeah.
it open battlefield as opposed to even in those caves there was curves that you could hide behind and could in that I remember that cave being pretty big, but how big of an army is going to be coming? We might not be able to have a whole army in all these caves and stuff either.
Yeah. Well, it would be nice if Zelron would tell us what he's sending. I don't know why he wouldn't, but he has.
Right.
You haven't asked him.
There you go.
All right. Well, when we turn in tonight, I assume we're going to take a long rest here after we're done celebrating our.
First and foremost,
celebrating
what are you sharing with Jarlaxle at this point? Because you said
We're
you
debating
all were
where to do
talking.
it.
We're debating where
so
to
still
do it, but
debating.
Not Menzo. Yeah.
we are definitely planning on taking it out of Minzel Baron's, but we don't know where we're going.
When you decide where you want to go, I can help you get there quicker.
Okay.
Excellent.
And I can get Austal to the tower quicker. I do think you're wasting a fine opportunity by not if you don't drop those demons right on top of Vizirin, but I understand.
And I just say sometimes you got to dance with who brung you.
Do you ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
What does that mean?
Ask that of all my victims. I just like it.
I just like the way it sounds. So as soon as we're away from everybody, I will use the black sending stones with the white stripes.
That's what it sounded like.
Reach out towards Zelron. I don't know if you want to do that now or we still got business to do. But that's what I'm thinking. I'm planning on doing whenever we retire for the evening.
Okay. So
I'm going to tell him that we've accomplished what we've accomplished, and we're trying to pick a spot. What's he sending? What kind of aid is he sending, and where can they be when? What's our time frame? When can they be somewhere? And
we have
some details. What he's sending.
Okay. We have our forces assembled. Some old friends of yours, I believe, will be joining, as well as forces of all the factions here in Gauntlgrim. We can be wherever you need us to be within an hour's notice.
Would have been good to know when we were coming down here.
We are awaiting the word. Well, they weren't ready then. They didn't have all they needed. But now they need to know where. And
okay. All right. Fair enough.
It's a fucking story, John.
Yeah. Fucking John. Writing things down, bringing it up 117 episodes later. All right. Should I tell him?
We have not been idle.
I'm not trying to make a decision for the group, but should I tell him that we're thinking of doing in the Purple Worm lair?
Very well. I do not know where that is, but when you get there, contact me via these stones.
I'll put a pin in it and send it to you.
I will be able to provide a link. I will be able to form a link, and we will be able to get them to you. We have sent out word to Blingden Stone as well, and we hope your good friends, the Serpent Evelyn, will be able to join us and assist. All good peoples of the Underdark must join in this battle, for it is not our battle on the surface, not yet. But we will help. We will do what we can, but they must help as well. If you have made contacts with any allies, their assistance would be invaluable.
All right. We've got our man in Mantle Dareth, and we've got.
There's not much left of Mantle Dareth, man. I mean, it's
pretty tapped out.
It was pretty well tapped out.
I don't know if Jarlax has done something. He's going to send any help.
You haven't asked him.
That's true.
I would definitely ask him. If we're not doing it in Menzo because he would be upset, maybe he'll send at least a small contingent.
We're doing that for him, so We're doing that for you, Charlaxle.
He sets his drink down. He flips up his eye patch and looks at you with both eyes. Very well. I will send assistance, and I may even join myself. I've never fought a demon lord. This could be fun. And he slides the eye patch over and drops it down over the other eye.
Excellent. Excellent.
Are you taking
Very
notes,
cool.
Chance?
I'm taking notes.
I like this guy.
Right. We have a plan.
All right, well, that's our plan.
So, are we
To the
going to
purple
tell?
worm.
Yep.
But
Okay.
we're not going to tell Alstel.
Okay.
We're going to send Alstel back to Vizarin without
I mean, he's got that
knowledge of where
teleport
the
thing.
battle's going to be. And then we're going to go to the Purple Worm place. We'll put the word out in the street to our allies in Blingdenstone.
Real quick.
And
Do we need to tell Alstel to tell Vizarin it's going to be in Menzo? Will he agree to do it if it's not in Menzo?
Well, definitely
he's
tell
definitely.
him we are.
Alstel's definitely going to tell him it's in place, and he'll
Okay,
say
in
it's
Menzo. Okay.
in
Gotcha.
Menzo Baron's on.
All right.
Yep.
Just double checking. I think
Yep.
I might have missed something.
is there anywhere besides Blingdenstone that we have allies that we would want to notify? Are there any Myconids that would want to help us, Aaron?
Yeah, bring in the fun guy.
EB.
I'm trying to think of how he'd want to play this. He's just over in his own little world as we're all sitting around here, just do, hoping a Lockdoor don't stroll through the door any second. But when you mention that, you just completely catch him off guard, and he just gives you a giant, huh, what? And he goes, none that I'm aware of. That's all he
All right.
gives.
You don't
But
want
I
to
can't-
try to reach out to him or anything?
Reach out to Oromicus and see.
Yeah.
Is
We need all the help we
feeling
can get.
better? How he's feeling? Lend any aid? Pray to
Yes.
your God, torment an EB.
The EB just says you're talking to me.
Pray to your God. You're talking to me. Oh, that's great.
I'll look at torment and just kind of shake my head.
I mean, EB's fully going into this. I mean, maybe he still has all these hours of. Oh shit! Forgot his name now. Damn it. Maybe he still has all
Oromicos?
this stuff. No, not Oromicos.
Oh,
Stuff here.
Salavir, yep.
Yes.
oh,
Maybe he still has it all. Maybe he don't. I mean, but he is fully thinking he has it. He is the cock of the walk. We got this.
He doesn't need any help. All right. Got it. I tell you, another place that was a really big cavern was that troglodyte. Remember that where you went into that big? You had that troglodyte outpost and had that big giant.
Yeah, I thought that was in the same area as
Cave.
the purple worms. It's not.
I'm trying to find it. Well, it was
thought it
near
was
the
in-
purple worms, but it was not.
It was right beside it. That's the one.
The one with the big chasm that with the bridge that broke.
Yeah, I'm trying. I mean, let me find the. See if I
If the
can find
worms
the
aren't
map.
there, we should do the troglodyte one then, if that's big enough. I thought that
Let me
was in
see.
the same area though.
Let me see if I can find this map.
Real question: where is somewhere where there's darkness? Find the absolute pitch blackest, darkest place there is.
You haven't found very many places at all that have been completely dark because
Yeah,
of
there's this.
Fair's Rest. Whoa, what in the world is going on with that?
Ooh, what about that? Remember the spider cavern where we got how to get those eggs? That was a big place.
Yeah, that was the purple worm. Place.
Purple worm.
that's yeah, that was a
Yeah,
purple
it
one.
was. It was.
But I think that troglodyte joint might be bigger.
What are you doing?
I thought those were all like interconnected or something. I thought we were in the same spot. Like we just walked right over and went to the
Oh,
purple worm.
that map.
No,
is
that's
not...
where the floor fell out. The floor fell out. That's what it was. How we got down in there.
Okay, so here's the map of troglodyte lair.
Thank you.
It's a DM map because the combat map's not working for some reason.
Looks pretty
So
big.
that's pretty big space, and I could definitely shrink up those squares some. And there's, other side caverns and things like that.
Yeah, I like this better than purple worm because I don't want any part of
Yeah.
any more purple worms,
Let me
man.
see if we can find the purple worm map.
Because we can go hide and shit and run around in these caverns, Because we know they're coming here. They don't know. We know this place. And, the demons, So we could ambush and shit in here.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think this is a pretty good map.
That's a kick-ass map. I don't like that river. Wasn't there like piranhas and shit in there or something like that? Well, Valor can
Yes.
talk to him. He can make them.
Yeah, we don't want to get in the river.
Well, I know, but we might have to in the fight. If Valor can make them friends with us and not the demons. Because it wouldn't hurt the demons, but it would hurt us.
We can also prep the area with AoEs. So as
Yeah.
soon as they appear, they start taking damage.
Yeah, like we could put some darkness somewhere with EB with that eye of
Stinking clouds and
yeah,
firewalls.
Gem of Seeing. Yeah, firewalls. Yeah, exactly.
I guess a firewall with a demon probably wouldn't do much, but
Well, he's got
And
other
here's
walls.
the purple worm map.
It's black.
Black?
Yep.
black is black.
Oh, it's because nobody's on it.
I
Let me do
want
the
my
DM map.
baby back.
Can you see that one?
Yes.
The other one looks like we have more room to me.
Yeah, I think so.
Either way.
They're both good maps.
Yeah, I think they're both pretty good.
I think the Trog though has a bigger main chamber.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's do the troglodyte map. Does anybody object to that?
Nope. I
All right.
like it a lot.
All right, I will tell Zelron that's our plan. We'll tell Jarlaxle that's our plan. Alstel does not know our plan intentionally. And we are going to get ready to get ready.
Okay.
The Trog fight.
I will give you guys a long rest.
How many points swam? 20?
Uh,
19? 20?
20.
And we all still
20
have,
temporary.
and we all still have our teleport to Vizirin ring, so Austell should have one of those, I would assume, too. So he can get back there after we've set up the army.
I figured he had Find My Stone app on his.
You can just say I'll tell Austell to tell Vizirin we dropped the Dark Heart in Gromp's room where we got the Grimoire. Because that's in the center where he wanted it.
All right, what's going on here? I'm trying to figure out this map here. I mean, it's okay. There we go. That'll work. All right, so you have your rest, and you wake up the next morning feeling refreshed and excited. And
Except TV.
Feeling kind of invincible.
Jarlaxle brings everyone in, and you've kind of described where this troglodyte cave is, and you've kind of done your best to map things out to the best of your memory. And he thinks he's got a good idea of where it is. Alstel tells him where the tower is. Also says, now remember, it will take 24 hours for us to cast the ritual, to complete the ritual. You have 24 hours from the time that I go back. to get yourself in place. And he's ready to go whenever you're ready to send him.
Oh shit! Man, this is happening.
Can we go do anything to level up one more time before the final fight?
No, but I tell you what, if you all survive this final fight, you will level up.
Could have used that feat for the meta magic contempt. That would have helped. All
I'll tell you
right.
another place you could go. Neverlight Grove has been abandoned by the Myconids. You could go there.
How big is that one? Can we see that map?
Yep, let me find it.
I just like the sound of that. Neverlight Grove.
Yeah.
Whatever came to that big ass tree in Neverlight Grove.
That's what I
The
thought you
big
were
mushroom?
talking about earlier when you said.
Yeah.
Is that where the wedding was going on?
Yeah.
That's where they were getting her ready, getting
her ready,
Sixmoy ready.
White
Where
wedding.
is this map?
That was the beginning of the downfall of Aaron Black.
Here's the picture of Neverlight Grove.
I don't know if I consider it a downfall.
It's kind of hard to fall when you're.
Evolution.
Already at the bottom.
Mhm.
Where is this map?
In fact, I think I used this picture a couple of times when I first started posting YouTube videos of our sessions.
This may not be big. This probably isn't big enough, but I can make. I can make the.
Nah, I think we're good. We're Trog's good. That's
It's black.
Okay, so Troglodyte Cavern. All right. So, are you ready to send Alstel off?
get on out of here. I need some pretzels or something. This is gonna be good. Go pop some popcorn.
I think we're ready. Are we ready or not?
I redid my Ring the Spell story to put the spell back in there because I had one extra.
My phone. God damn it. If anybody's texting me, I don't have my phone, so.
Try to think if there's anything else I need to do.
Does anybody want that protection before we're tuning this game?
Does anybody have any
Oh, I know
slots?
what I want to do. Jared, is there anything that we can? We were gonna do some kind of evaluation with all these arcane items that we picked up in the sanctum.
Yeah, they're worth money. I forget how much, but they're
Just worth money. There's no.
No.
They're not like magic items that we would want to consider using.
Nothing that you guys can.
So it's money. Okay, that's fine.
More money.
More money, more problems. That's the other thing.
All right.
You notice Jared didn't give me all this money until its campaign's basically over and there's nowhere to spend it.
Well,
That's
you
right.
can't really spend a
No,
cash cow
I'm
like
just-
that in a campaign.
right.
I mean, you could buy.
Not this kind of campaign.
Well, we could always drop the sending stone here, have Jarlaxle teleport us to Gonalgrim. We go shopping, then teleport back here with the army.
Yeah, you might think you can do that.
I think we bought everything Orly has.
Well, Gonalgrim's got a magic forge.
What does that do?
It makes magic items and combines magic items and does all sorts of shit.
Yeah, that's no fun. Why did this not? Okay, so are you sending him back?
Sending who back?
Are you sending Alstel to
Alstel.
Vizerin?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so he goes off. And are you guys going to the? You guys are going.
We're
to
gonna
the
go
deal?
We're gonna go to the map, and we're
Okay.
gonna ask Zelron to send his people to the map, and Jarlax is gonna send his people. And We're
All
reaching
right.
out to Blingdenstone, and we're doing all this.
We'll
Okay. Well,
coordinate. Well, 24 hours to coordinate.
Zelron had already reached out to Blingenstone, so they were already on the horn with them. So,
Oh, sorry.
you all right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna get you guys all on. I'm gonna get you guys all on the.
Now, are we gonna have any kind of heads up to when this shit's going down? It said take a 1 hour or a day, 24 hours.
24 hours.
Okay, so we can clock it. All right,
Yeah, well,
because
23
Shin wants to,
hours.
yeah, Shin wants to, buff up before
Okay.
the hammer drops.
Can they tell us? Can they use the white sending stones with the black stripe to tell us when the ritual's up?
Sure. If you tell Alstel before you take off or before he takes off that you want him to do that, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Real quick though, anybody liking the little arrow button on the right side of Fantasy Grounds, right bottom? It's awesome.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
What button?
There's a little arrow button
Ah.
bottom right, and you can like shrink down all the side bar things. It's awesome.
A lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
it is awesome.
I don't know when they added that. I don't see Shin. Master Shin on the map.
Shin's not on the map. Okay, I'll get him.
He's invisible.
He does have invisibility. He's only used it like twice.
He already
All right,
blinked.
so if you guys want to do any buffs, you may do some
CJ, are you
buffs.
bringing Levi or not?
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if I want to buff until, because they don't. I mean, are they going to start? Can I tell you what the buffs are going to be, and I'm going to drop them right before they show up, or because I don't want to lose, half of it while we're.
Have we talked about where the army is and where we want to set up like spell? Not only our own buffs, but like spells on the floor that we're planning to do or anything.
Are you guys gonna gimp this like old Baldur's Gate, setting
We
traps,
have
having the
23
rogue
hours to
set
prepare.
traps?
Hell yeah, we are fighting
Demon horde, and we have 23 hours to prepare. So I would assume that we're not going to just go willy nilly. And I mean, we want to know where the other armies are to kind of flank with them and get people caught in the middle. And
Yeah, let's just play it by ear.
Master Shin's gonna eat a big wig.
me too.
Nom 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 nom.
Yum, yum. I cheers with them. We slam mushrooms.
Yes, we do. So he is now. Master Shin is now 6 feet tall.
I mean, let's just metagame this for a minute. Jared, how are we going to do this as a role play game with these armies? How do you want to do that?
So basically, what's going to happen is my plan has been that the ritual would happen, and it will start off with you guys, and at some point, some reinforcements would come in, and you would probably have an opportunity to play some other characters, your old characters, with some potential battles. There will be happening in other areas of the cavern. There will be other things going on. So, that's what it's kind of a.
Okay. So you're
It's going to be
not
very
going
fluid.
to, it's going to be all right. Fair enough. And I'm not trying to twist your arm into anything, but your
No,
your
that's fine.
intention is not to tell us, okay, here's your army. You've got, 19
John, stop
people.
fucking twisting his arm. Shit.
So we're not going to know who our army is until after the fight started. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
After the army starts, then after the fight starts, then they'll show up.
How do I turn line of sight off on a map?
Oh. you go to the top right little lock, turn that on, turn that sidebar on.
Mhm.
Go to oh shit, where is it? I can't access it from here.
I mean, I'm on the line of sight wedge,
Oh, you
but
are.
I don't.
Huh. Wait, can you
It's not
just
letting me turn it
right
off.
click on the map
I don't know.
and in layers? I think maybe it is. No, it's not in layers.
No, that's grid.
Yeah. What is it? View. Let's see. Reset zoom, zoom
No,
fit. No, it's not it. Sync client view. No.
I'm probably just going to change it to the DM map where the line of sight's not all on there. Okay, so that's fine. We'll just go with this for now. And then I'll fix it. All right. All right, you guys, did you guys all move back in that? Have you moved?
Nope.
Oh, this line of sight is all jacked up on here. Okay, I'm going to move you guys so you can see what's going on.
Seriously, I moved over by Torment.
Who just went way up north?
Me. Shin.
Come back,
Yep.
come back down.
Oh, all right.
Oh, Daiki's got a light on.
Well, she's got her
That's so
fire,
cool.
her sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of getting you guys down here where you can actually see what's going on in this cavern. I may have to find a different map next time, but
I'm
with
sure
the
there's a
line of
way to
sight,
do
it's
it.
just not. Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna Google it real quick while we're doing this.
So
I'm
you
gonna-
get into the cavern. You set up here on this ledge. Basically, we'll call it. You're up on the ledge where you were overlooking the cavern before, and you're waiting and you're waiting, and you try to catch it. You try to check in with Alstel through the sending stones, and there's no answer, or to Vizirin, and there's no answer. Perhaps they are too involved in the ritual to break free and respond.
I double check and make sure I'm using the white sending stones with the black stripes instead of the black sending stones with white stripes.
You are.
I
Do you
double
want to
check that.
check in? Do you want to check in with Zelron real quick?
Yep, I check in and say we're getting ready to get ready here, Zelrana. Your people on their way.
Getting ready to
It's
get
just
ready.
about. It's just about go
Okay.
time.
We will be there.
Wall occluder options. It'll give you
And
lighting options.
Ate my big wig. I also put warding bond on Daiki.
okay.
So by default,
When I do that, it will give her a +1 to her AC and saving throws, and she has resistance to all damage.
Oh
And then
wow.
I will take each time she takes damage, I take the same amount of damage.
Damn.
Okay. That's
Sweet.
cool.
We've also all got an amulet of protection from fiends. I don't know if that's going to help us or not.
Yes, we can kick it on the one time, I believe,
Yeah,
without
but
having it.
you can only do it one time, and also too, when you do it, they can't touch you, but you can't touch them either. So it's kind of like a safety valve thing, you know.
Okay, I didn't know that.
I think so. Somebody might want to double check it real quick, but I'm pretty sure that it's like an impenetrable bond. They can't touch
Oh
you.
yeah,
You can't touch them.
if you go down, or if you're like down a few hit points, cast that or use
Yeah.
that, and then you can be safe to heal yourself
Exactly. Yeah.
for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm sure you can step out of it, so you can or drop it. So
Yeah, but once you drop it, you can't put it back up. So
right. But once you heal
5
back up,
minutes,
you don't
yeah.
want to wait 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yep.
And we all have our potion of heroism, I believe, don't we?
Yeah.
Cast bless on us all. 10
Come on,
hit points.
I'm gonna
Or
chuck
no,
it.
that's temporary hit points.
I'm
1
gonna
hour
get-
after
You
drink.
can't stack temporary hit points. You would
Right,
do that
right.
after.
Yeah, but you get blessed with it too. So
Yes.
I guess once we go down, we could chug that. Lose our temp, we can chug that and then get blessed. So
So
That's
as
true.
you've been waiting
Middle
there,
of
and
the
it has been you've been however it is you tell time down in the Underdark, you've been doing it, and all of a sudden you hear Austal come through the sending stones. They come,
All right, Master Shin's gonna cast Blink.
and
I'm going to
all of a
cast
sudden,
Mirror Image.
from all around this cavern, you see the vertical and horizontal white lines of the fabric of space-time opening up as demons by the hundreds. So many
Psyche
of
activates her
which
obsidian ring.
you have
You don't need it.
fought
Save it.
before.
Oh, save it.
Yeah, you got the
Kazmi,
resistance to everything right now.
Okay, I've
Kazmi,
got it twice.
uh, Garistro, just every kind of, let's see, Baelors, Barguras, just hundreds, and they're just flashing in all over this place. Dretches, every kind of demon, Glabrizu, Knoll Fangs, like these big giant gnolls looking things, Hezru, every demon that you have encountered, they're popping in by the dozens of each and every kind of these. And all of us said, man, I need some better music than this. That's no good. And up in the northwest corner, you see this demon materialize.
You know, goo.
He's 20 feet tall if he's an inch. He was angry. Again, shitty music. This is no good. No bueno.
Yeah.
Here you go.
And then you see this giant thing appear. And he is surrounded by his hordes.
Who is that? Is that Orcus?
That
No.
is Baphomet.
Baphomet.
And then you see this dude appear.
Great.
Grassed. And then comes an oldie but a goodie.
And they all have people with them?
And they've all got peoples with them. I just don't have all the peoples on the map yet.
Oh, Jubilex.
Jubilex. And they're going to be spaced a little bit differently next time, but because the dynamic lighting's on, I just left, I crunched them in a little bit closer. And then everyone's favorite,
Oh,
Fraz Blue.
oh, Shin is losing his shit looking at him. You see his face, just his normally stoic, just statue face, just crinkle in anger, just his eyes furrow. And you could see his teeth for the front, like he never see his teeth because he never talks, and his teeth are just gnarling looking at him. He's so pissed.
And then you've seen this one before,
Demogorgon.
In a
Demogorgon.
minute.
And last but not least,
Holy shit, Orcus. Stay away from that wand, kiddos.
you see this guy.
Oh my god, he's
And
the
you've seen
worst.
visions of him before. And again, They are surrounded by their minions to the hundreds. And they look around at each other and yell with anger and hatred. And they look at you and they yell with anger and hatred, and there's confusion in their eyes, and they don't know if they want to attack you. They don't know if they want to attack each other. And then from up on this, from up to the north on this ledge, another opening gateway opens up, and out pours Zelron Roaringhorn,
Yeah.
Bango Redchin,
Yeah.
Eggrock,
Yeah.
Poor egg.
I have some money for you, Egg Rock.
Did we roll off for
out,
that weapon yet?
out comes Seraphy
Oh yeah.
and Shava and Arcadius and a Turtle Man and Father Guido Sarducci. And then in another corner, out jumps Jarlaxle and a band of Drow.
I don't
And
think that the
from
Pope is going to like
another
seeing all these demons in one place. So.
And another opening pops up, and you see two gnomes. Very intelligent, intellectual-looking gnomes with glasses.
Nice.
And
Doc,
goggles.
Necessiter,
Oh no.
and his idol. The man, the gnome that he went in search of. Played by one Jeff Goldblum.
The gnome,
The professor of nomenclature.
The professor of nomenclature himself. Come
Oh
forward.
shit.
He's one of the leading minds in nomenclature. Everything you know about nomenclature, you can thank Professor Gannon for, really.
And guys, we will start this epic battle,
Oh shit.
this epic encounter of all of these 7 demon princes, their minions, and your own small army of drow and gnomes. And yeah, and Doc Necessiter and
Professor Gannon?
name is Professor Gannon. They're leading a bunch of Weir Rats and Surf Neblin.
Nice.
And we will start this epic confrontation next week.
Oh!
Lord, I can't wait. This is gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
I will not be available on Sunday. by the way.
Okay, when will you be available?
I can play on that Monday.
Monday?
This month.
Can
I'm
everybody else
gonna
be
need an
Monday?
extra day. I'm gonna need an extra day just to go over Necessiter's sheet again, because he's crazy.
What level are all of our NPCs, Chicken?
Everybody,
Bango's 15, I think. I think all our other guys are 15, right?
yeah, they're the 15 or 16. So I'll check on those. And so
Yeah.
basically, the way this is going to work, obviously not every, you're not going to be playing all of those things going on at once. A lot of stuff that's going on with Jarlaxle and his drow, and the other gnomes and Roaring Horn, and like with Roaring Horn and those crew is also the other faction leaders. So some of that stuff's going to be happening. And there's Interim, there's the Lord's Alliance people. There's all kinds of other these NPCs. So some of that stuff's going to happen in the background, and I'm going to be rolling to see how much damage they're doing to the demons that they're fighting, how much how many of them are getting killed. So a lot of that stuff's just going to be happening kind of in the background while your guys are doing your thing.
I'll see Dawnbringer across the battlefield being being used.
Yep, exactly. And so but then there will be at least one session where you're playing your old characters.
Sweet.
Damn, I
Um,
hope this Airbnb has good Wi-Fi.
Agrak and I are going to want to roll off for. I think there was a mace or something like that we found.
Oh yeah, on those other yeah. So
Oh,
yeah,
we
there's
can
some
do
other
that. We can
stuff.
do that stuff. We can do
Oh,
that
that's
stuff
right.
out of session this week.
Cool.
And so yeah,
You didn't
This is
mention
it, man.
Araja.
This is what I've
Is she
been-
in here or no?
what's that?
You did not mention Araja. Is she here?
Sure. Well, yeah, we can do a Raja, and I'm trying to figure out how to meld a Raja and Doc and Professor
Yeah.
and all that. So I'm not sure exactly how that's all
Okay.
going to play out. but-
If you don't want to say Araja's here, and I'll just play.
Well,
But
no, I
whatever
think
you
I
want.
think Araja would be here because she was there before. But I'm going to try to. I'll probably do something, have something special going on with Doc and Professor,
Sweet.
and I may I may do some other things for some of the others that are when that's
And-
going on. So
Just for canon's sake, when Doc and Professor Gannon showed up, a black hole just spiraled out of nothing, and they just jumped through, and all their people jumped through. But it was a black hole because that's how he went back to get them. So
And however you guys remember Professor Gannon before, now he looks exactly like Jeff Goldblum in Thor Ragnarok.
nice.
So-
Doc has put on about 40 more pounds since you saw him last.
Oh, maple
He's
syrup.
just
Oh,
we're
pounds
just
of
sipping
maple syrup.
syrup out of his little flask.
Yeah, he's got one
Andrew
of those
Mama.
helmets. He's got one of those helmets, with the beer cans, except it's just all syrup bottles.
Does
The
he have
good
his
news, when you went
diabetes?
back in time? Aunt Jemima hasn't been canceled, so you can have all the Aunt
That's
Jemima you
true.
want. Back in
That's true.
Jesus.
Is he
But
is he
Doc
wearing
still
a
he's got a little glucose monitor.
he's
So
wearing a
he's
glucose
fine.
monitor and has a little wrist bracelet.
Yeah, it sticks him all the time. Checks his glucose level.
his hemoglobin A1C is 17. His
This is
ears
gonna
are
be
just
awesome.
buzzing.
This is gonna be awesome. His feet, man, he has trouble walking. That's why he's got to pull those little roller skates out. His wheelies.
That's
So that's what we've been building up for, guys.
This is
And I
crazy.
will note you do not see Loaf, the Demon Queen.
I
Oh,
noticed
yeah,
that.
she's
I
been
was waiting for her to
she's
appear.
she's been getting all her shit down in the hells. She's taking advantage of them being
She's been
gone.
in the abyss. That's right. She,
Yeah, I
she
think
never
I-
left.
Yeah.
It was
Damn,
all
Mama.
her doing.
Yeah.
So
Son of a bitch. I never did trust her.
So that's so basically, yeah. So basically, you guys will be taking on one of these demons. As this party will take on one of the demons and his minions. The other party will be taking on another, a demon prince and his minions, and then the others will probably be getting wiped up by demons. Some of the demons may be fighting each other. So that's kind of how this is all gonna shake out.
So we're looking at the
Awesome.
18th, right?
But yeah, next Monday we'll play, and
Yes.
we will we'll
I'm gonna
start
be
off
in
with.
Wisconsin.
You're gonna be what in Wisconsin? Does that not
Yeah.
work for you then?
Yeah. No, I might be driving. I should be back by 7:30. I think. I'll make sure that we're driving back. I think on the 17th. I think.
Okay. Well, let me know if we need to push
I'll
back.
double
We can
check with
push
my
back.
mom and see when we're going on there. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
gotta make
And
sure
then
everybody's
We'll
here.
adjust. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Everybody's got to be.
Just
here.
tell her all the
I'm gonna have
demons
to
are
back off
appearing
on
in the abyss because she
July
got to get her.
31st for one day.
What was that, John?
I might have to beg off on Sunday, July 31st.
Okay, well,
for
we'll
setback
make
Monday.
it.
That's. I don't want to go borrowing trouble. That's a ways out. That's
Yeah,
2 weeks away.
That's fine. Yeah, we'll adjust because we can. We'll still be flexible, and I don't know how long this will take. It's going to take several sessions though, for sure. So.
Yeah.
We could be finishing this up at the retreat.
All right, guys.
Maybe so. Maybe we will. I'll break it. I've got minis for some of these big demon princes.
Cool.
That'd be cool.
All right.
Professor
Later.
Gannon.
All right,
Good
guys.
stuff,
Have a good
guys.
one.
See y'all. Great games.
And we'll plan on
Countdown
Monday.
to
And
the
let
countdown
CJ, if
is
it's a
the
problem,
promise.
let me know.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm asking right now, so I'll text you.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Good
Awesome.
night.
Thank you.
Have a good week, everybody.
You too.
All right.
Hey Jeff, how was the attendance tonight?
It's held steady. It's
What's that mean?
always 2-3 people. But I'm pushing on my daily streams. I have a little thing that pops up in the chat window, inviting everybody to D&D, and
Do you think they're really paying attention, or they just have us on and they've left the room? What do you think, really?
well, we did have one of my friends was chatting a little bit. He was listening. He didn't stay very long, but he was making some comments about um, the P&A tea company. He thought you said DNA tea company, and he said that sounded like said that sounded very like salty tea. So
P&A.
All right,
but
just
yeah.
let me know when you guys need to hop on. I'll put the server up whenever this week, and you guys can get the
Yeah, I'll
other
definitely need
folks
to look
ready.
at Ganon again.
Yep.
I noticed
I
you
don't know whether
didn't
I'm gonna
list
be
any of
controlling
my
that or
other
not.
characters, so I didn't know if you.
If there's one you want me to put in there, we'll put them in there.
All right, let me think about
We
it.
can
But
put somebody in. We can put somebody in with Professor